Howdy everyone, Zayala here, shooting up a new video. And this is part 5 of What If Deku Was a Wolverine. We last left off on where the squad went to the USJ. And then the villains attacked. Everything else happened normally, but Logan got the Nomu's attention. And they were gonna fight each other. And it looked like the scene from Hulk versus Wolverine. Okay. Now we start off as Logan and the Nomu were running towards each other, screaming like in anger and like a war cry. Logan slid, but as they were running towards each other, Logan slid down on his knee and was able to cut off one of the Nomu's left leg from the knee down. But then he started to regenerate. Logan was pissed and went for another attack, but he was picked up from the leg and then threw him on the ground and just like tossed him left and right, just like how the Avengers, like Hulk got Loki, just like freaking smashed him like over and over. Picked him up by his leg. So yeah. And in doing so, he went back and forth. Logan's freaking, his skin, a lot of his skin was just torn off just because of that, and freaking blood was everywhere. It was gross. As Logan was quickly defeated, whenever the freaking Nomu just threw him on the side, Logan just got up quickly as he fell down and started to heal from all his wounds. And he yelled at the creature, "You think you're the only one who can heal?" And ran towards him again and leaped right towards his face and stabbed both of his shoulders. "Try and heal from this!" And then slashed them off. But slashed both of his arms for he won't attack Logan. In pain, the creature screamed, and Logan dug into his chest, but the creature bit Logan in the shoulder, making him scream, but tried to ignore it, and just kept on digging into the creature, but Logan didn't pay attention when one of his arms healed, and the Nomu stuck the creature's long, sharp fingers into Logan. Well, like 3 of them, just like right through his chest. That would kill the normal person instantly. Hold on. No, I had to sneeze. As they were fighting, everyone at the entrance was watching the bloody fight in horror. They saw the creature stab through Logan, which then started to make everyone cry, though, since they thought he was going to die. And a lot of them didn't know about his healing ability. But since Ochako was there on how Logan healed from the robot crushing him, in her mind she kept on saying, "Heal, heal, heal." I know that she knows that he can take a hit and walk away from it. She tried to give herself comfort to make it easier on herself. As Logan was stabbed into the back, Logan slowly looked up at the creature and said, and his teeth were getting sharper, "You son of a bitch!" And then roared and stabbed his neck, which made him let go of Logan and scream and try to get Logan by the head, but wait. And whenever he was about to grab Logan, Logan took this as a chance. He started to slash into his brain and then cut backwards. And cut his head, and then when the creature fell backwards, Logan leaped in the air and slammed his fist into the creature's head, making it because his metal bones. He sh- he shattered the creature's head. There was freaking blood everywhere. His head was just, it was gone. As and I forgot a name. That chapter was chapter 9, Man vs. Monster. As Logan got up, there was still freaking big 3 stab wounds in his chest, but he healed from it. Chapter 10, Quit. As he got up, wiping the blood off of him, healing. His costume was all freaking torn from the battle, so he just had to rip off his shirt and was just wearing his belt, black torn pants, and dark green boots with freaking tape on them. He thought that shirtless felt more comfortable, so he'd have to wear like a weird skin-tight suit. So then he took off his gloves and then started to head towards Zawa until... "Hey kid, you killed something important to me." Then Logan looked behind him and saw Shigaraki. "Oh really? Yeah, shit man, I didn't really mean to do it. Well, I don't give a shit." Which made him angry, which made Shigaraki angry that he talked to him like that. But Shigaraki thought otherwise. But Kurogiri thought otherwise. He noticed his animalistic behavior. I can't even say anything right, can I? And lack of care for the hero school, and asked Shigaraki and consideration for this kid. As Shigaraki giggled and asked Logan if he wanted to join, and saw that he was about to kill one of the villains, but knew that's not what heroes do. Logan explained that he had the deal and couldn't kill anyone, and didn't really want to become a hero, but he had to do the school since, well, they had something. The principal knew a guy who could help him with something. And with Shigaraki smiled even more, knowing that he didn't really want to become the hero. But he smiled under that weird hand of his, and asked again if he wanted to join. Logan actually had to think about it and said, "I would, but I don't listen to fucking sticks, the fucking pricks." And picked up Aizawa and freaking ran towards the entrance before the others could take care of him. Kurogiri tried to catch him with his portals, but Logan was too fast and made it. He quickly went up to the stairs where most of the students were and went to Araka and asked her to take care of him, but she was scared and doubtful. And he told her, "I'm pretty sure I never told anyone this, but I have faith in you." Then winked at her, which made her blush. So then, before she could even say anything about that, he ran and he was going to run towards Shigaraki and just finish it, but he heard a scream in the rocky area and then ran over there. He saw Momo, Jiro, and Kaminari being under attack, but freaking Logan being him, he beat the shit out of every freaking buddy that was there, until the big guy came out of the ground with electricity and shouted and showed. Hold on. Instead of threatening Kaminari, he was going to shock Logan instead, since he saw what he single-handedly did. But Logan had no time, no fear, and grabbed Kaminari and threw him towards the girls, and Logan was hit with a freaking large amount of electricity that should have killed him by shock. But instead, the electricity traveled through his metal bones, and when he popped out his claws, they were glowing and sparking for his freaking electricity. The glowing yellow. "Well, dumbass, thanks for the upgrade. and ran towards him, but barely tapping him and with his claw. He was hit with a large amount of his own power. As he as he fell, damn it. As he fell, Logan looked towards while looking towards Momo and flipped his hair. "You're right, darling." She was just freaking fluttered with what he said and just blushed. He really didn't mean to do that, since I don't know. I don't know. But he just but that but he did all that stuff because he saw that in the movie. He didn't know what it really meant, but he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this, since he saw since he saw it in the movie with Nezuko. As they said, yeah, he ran. Wait, hold on, shit, I lost space. Yeah, okay. Wait. Hold on. I'm trying to think here. Sorry. As I said, yeah, he ran towards the middle of the building to get Shigaraki, but they knew it was over and then left. As the villains left, a big boom was heard. All Might showed up with a worried face until the students said it was okay. Logan was able to make them retreat single-handedly. In surprise, he asked how, but they didn't really know. But All Might saw Logan and was going to thank him and congratulate him until Logan got closer and had an angry frown. "Where were you? The teachers could have died, and so were a few students." While looking down, All Might had a frown. "I didn't know. Besides, I couldn't." "Since you're losing your strength, you should call it quits." "What?" In surprise, All Might said, if he knew All Might's secret. "I've read about you in the past, and noticed over the years something's happened. And now you're slow, and it's really affecting a lot of people at this point. So you should call it quits." Then walked off. As Logan was walking to the others and slightly turned back, "You should hang up the cape, old man, before it gets people killed." All Might was saddened by the words by Logan said, but he knew he was right. But he didn't want to give up now. As the weekend went by, Nezu heard what Logan said and was surprised about All Might's how he noticed that All Might got weaker. Logan explained he noticed these things unlike others. And when it came time for school, before class starts, everyone was asking Logan on freaking how he was able to defeat all the villains and the bird monster, since he was freaking strong in hell. And survived getting stabbed like 3 times in the chest by him. He didn't want to explain since it would take a while, so he just said, "A story for another time." As Momo, Mina, Uraka, and Asui were just looking at him with sparkling eyes, since he had like a little flirting moment with freaking all 3 of them at this point. I'm gonna make this Logan, like this freaking sexy guy right here, I'm gonna make him get all the chicks, since mainly Logan in the comics actually flirted with a lot of women. So yeah, gonna make freaking Logan a pimp. Then Aizawa Sensei walked looking like a mummy. "So, first butterflies, now mummies. Dig into everyday style you got going on," Logan said with a smile. Since Logan saved Aizawa, he really didn't say anything, so he didn't get angry about it. about his mummy comment. But instead, good one. Oh, so he does have a sense of humor, said Logan as Aizawa chuckled at what he said. But Aizawa explained about the sports festival and everyone screamed and freaking joy and happiness and like determination or some shit. And again, Logan just said, wait, the what? And that's where I'm gonna leave it off, where freaking Logan does not know what the hell's going on. And before I end this, I would like to make a few things. First of all, put down in the comments on who you want him to date, on who you want this sexy boy to date. Like any random chick, doesn't matter. Kinda does. And also, before I do anything else, I'm considering on doing another what if, and that's a Captain America one. I know what you're saying, you're already doing the villains one, and you're not even done with that. I'm like, yeah. But this one is a Captain America what if, and it's going to be based where he was born in the 1930s. And like how Bucky Barnes, in the comics, like was like a child and still fought in the Second World War. I'm going to do that with him. He was just real frail and skinny, young, at the age of 16. But still joined the army with his friend that was still around his age. That kind of looked like Todoroki. And including the incident where he saved, which was the reason why World War II ended. He's gonna get frozen in ice. Nezu finds him instead of Nick Fury. And then he gets real scared and confused since all kinds of futuristic stuff's going on and not the stuff he's used to. Like not talking robots or biomorphic animals, it's whatever. But that's something I kind of want to do. But that's something you should say if I want to do. You know what I meant. Actually, let me know if you want to see that. And it'll be actually like the base, like on the actual Captain America movie. But he's younger. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Just comment down about who you want him to date. If you want me to do a Captain America one, where he was actually born in the 40s and fought in the World War. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and tell all your friends. Spread the word.